Adrian, the founder and CEO of Roulette.com. Now, let's stay focused on the subject, which is very important for any casino gambler. The subject which is very important is that we need to take actions against casinos. The psychology of a gambler is a psychology very negative. They never win. They don't know how it is to win. Now, when you're dealing with casinos, you're dealing with a knowledge. They are very intelligent. This is a problem for you who are not familiarized with the psychology of casinos. That's a big issue. And let me give you an example about the intelligence of casinos against gamblers. I told you that there are 3,600 casinos in the world, and 3,000 of them, they don't pay winners. All of the casinos are doing the same process psychologically. All of them, even the good ones, even the bad ones. So one of the issue which is that once you want to cash out money from casino, they make you impending. So they make you wait. This psychology is well known and well done about casinos for most of the amateur gamblers. So you try to cash out 1,000, 2,000 euro. For example, if we talk about big amounts of money, that's even much harder to cash out. So when you cash out 2,000-3,000 euro, they giving you a pending days. So they will say that they will respond you as soon as possible. Now they can respond to you in few minutes because they have a support where they respond very fast. But you see, casinos are making you pending, so like that you lose the money or you play the money which you want to cash out. All of casinos are doing this stuff. So are manipulating people to not cash out the money, but to keep the money inside the casino. As long as they keep the money inside the casino, their philosophy is that some way or another you will gonna lose the money. That's how casino thinks. So you each time when you want to cash out money from casino, they don't like that. So they are doing psychologically stuff with gamblers. So they say, wait few days, we will reply you soon. So what means in few days? That means that you was making 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 euro, for example. Now if they giving you another 2-3 days, they know that maybe you will think, well, I have good luck, let's play again. Let's make more money. And you are gonna lose the money. So they want that as much as possible, you keep the money in the casino. Some way, somehow, you will gonna lose money inside the casino. So you will not cash out the money. That's why casinos are giving you few days of pending mode. Because they want that you play the money which you have in the casino.
No, I'm not. Try.
When a gambler becomes a less professional gambler, he knows this secret.
Passengers.
You need to learn the secrets of casino. See how it's working. You need to fight back against casinos, because all of the casinos which operate in the world or on the internet, they have a license. Even if we speak the license, even if it's the license in Malta, even if the license is in Gibraltar or in some fiscal paradise, all casinos have license. You got my point. When you start winning in casinos, you can change the law of your government. Anytime when I play with my students, I tell them to do something which is secret. I will explain you what to do. When you will gonna buy my DVD, €5,000, I will explain you what to do. Because you need to do two things very important. I will explain you what you need to do. That's very important that you do these rules which I'm giving you. So there is something which you need to do. You must do what I'm advising you to do. After that, any casino, it will gonna paying you maximum €50,000 per account. But you need to do what I'm teaching you and explaining you when I assisting you. That's why I told you my DVD costs €5,000, because it takes me 2-3 weeks to make you understand how to play. You got my point. So it takes me time to helping you to understand how to operate roulette. Fault of that, you must work on an issue that nobody knows. Now you see the fact that we professional gamblers are so few people. That's why casino become richer and richer, because nobody think and put these questions which I put. You got my point? Because every time when I cash out money, I need to do some secrets. I will explain you inside members area. So each time when you cash money, you need to do something. I will explain you what. If you are not doing this stuff, casino wins always. That's why casinos have the philosophy that casino house always win. They are not saying that randomly. They saying because they have a psychology of a gambler, which is totally wrong from the gambler perspective. So if a gambler, it doesn't know my secrets, he will gonna lose the money inside the casino. He will lose. In some way or another, he will gonna lose. Because I'm teaching you this stuff and I'm talking about this kind of secrets about casinos and managers doesn't like me. Okay? So it's obvious why they are not liking me. Because they are making money and profits from your losses. So you lose more money, they make more money. Even the casino managers from commissions, even casinos from your losses. So you can't imagine how much money we are talking winning in casinos. There are tons of money that people losing in casinos. But there is a process which you can do to cash out money from casinos or to suspend the license of a casino. You got my point. There is a process. You can suspend casino license. Now, how many of you did learn about these secrets? Just think about how many of you did know what I'm telling you now. Not so many. So it's obvious that for so much time, the casinos was very good in keeping the secret for themselves and keep the people manipulated. I am a revolutionary guy. I make a revolution revealing the secrets of casinos. Because more you know about these secrets, more money you're gonna start to make. Because you need to learn and need to understand the secrets of casinos. Once you know the weak points of a casino, you can defeat that casino. You got my point. But how many of you have talked to this stuff? Nobody. Because nobody was winning. So once you don't win, you don't put these questions and you don't know what to do. But in the moment you start to winning at casinos, you know that you need to do something so you protect your money and you can receive and cash out your rightfully money which you won from casinos. That's why casinos have operate for so much time, for so many years, because nobody was winning in casinos. I told you about the regulations made in my country. I hope that my regulations will gonna work in all of the world in the same process, because as much as possible the law of your government will gonna change when we talk about gambling industry, everybody will be happy. You got my point. Or not everybody will gonna be happy, but everybody will gonna be fair. That's right. So the government tax your winnings, the government tax the casino, and the government will keep fair play the game in casino. Do you understand what I mean when I'm telling you about a fair play game? When I'm telling you about a fair play game, I refer myself when everybody is playing correctly, legally. I, as a gambler, I must to play legally, so to not cheat the casino. That's the first rule. But even the casino must to do something legally and to not cheat me as a gambler. You got my point. Anytime when a third part is coming, like the government, and is protecting me like a gambler and like a casino, that's a good way. That's why I'm telling you, be careful what casinos you choose when you are gambling, because most of the casinos have licenses, all of them have licenses, but 3,600 casinos are scamming people because they are not paying the winners. You got my point. That's something bad, because you need to know the secrets of casinos. Now, I gave you many of the secrets. I gave you many of the secrets of casinos for free. But the secret of beating roulette, I can't give you for free, my friend, because I sacrificed for so many years to discover this secret. And you were gonna make money with this secret. So I can't giving you for free. But all the rest of the secrets you can have by watching my videos. So all the time when you have a free time, watch 1, 2, 3 videos with me. Because if you watch 2, 3 videos per day with me, you will gonna change your mentality. That's the problem which we have today, because people are not understanding the psychology of casinos. So casinos plays with your mentality. because you don't know what you need to do. You got my point? So there's very, very huge problem. Because casinos is giving you the freedom to accept their terms and conditions. They're giving you the freedom to play. Once you win, they start to become different. So they will not respect anymore their terms and conditions. So you need to understand that if you are a gambler who needs to accept the terms and conditions, you need to know that even the casinos must have a terms and conditions to respect. You got my point? Even casinos must respect terms and conditions. That's why we say that it's a fair play game, when everybody is respecting the law. Most of the casinos are not respecting the law. So the first step, what we need to do is to remove 3,000 casinos and let only 600 casinos who pays gamblers. That's the first step what we need to do. To work as hard as possible to suspend or to remove the license from the most of the casinos which operates online. When I'm talking about this provocation, about this very hard job which I need to do, I know that many of you would gonna say, Adrian, how is possible to defeat casinos? I am a weak person. I don't have the power to change nothing. Well, you see, that's the difference between you and me. Everybody around me told me that roulette can be defeated. And I proved to everybody that yes, roulette can be defeated. So I know how hard it is for you to succeed in something, because I challenge to beat roulette. But you need to understand something. If I was able, small guy from a small city, from Romania, to defeat roulette, you can succeed in anything you choose to succeed if you are somewhere else. So how we can change these regulations about casinos? If we bring more people the knowledge and the secrets of casinos, we will know how to work against casinos. Because any casino, in the end, has and run a company. So they have documents. They have some regulations. Once you know what to talk with casinos to suspend their license or to explain them that they will lose against you, you need to know what to apply, what to talk to be helped when you are gambling in some casino. That's why I am here. And I want to tell you something which is very important to know about me. I will not quit. You got my point. Maybe you will want to quit, but I will not quit. You got my point. That's the difference between you and I. I will not quit. I will work. I will risk all my life. I will risk everything to succeed, to defeat casinos with fair play. If you are honest casino and you pay the winners, you can run your business online. If you are a scam casino who doesn't pay the winners, you must be shut down from the internet. You got my point. Of course, now I am young. I'm absolutely convinced that I didn't find the right people to solve this issue which I have against casinos, because it's a problem. I am alone, so I can't fight on my own with casinos alone, because I need to have somebody behind me. You got my point. But what I can do for the moment is to warn you about these secrets of casinos. Nobody knows the secrets of casinos, and that's a bad thing for you, a regular gambler, because you don't know your rights. Once you will learn your rights, you can defend yourself. Now, how can you learn your rights when you are losing money in casinos? Because you don't have no proof to defend yourself as a winner, because you never win in casinos. You got my point? So you never ask yourself how to defend myself about casinos, because I don't know how to win. You got my point? In Romania, as I told you, we are very, very gamblers players. We are playing from for 30 years. Soon as we have gone outside from communism, we started gambling in casinos. So Romanian people are gambling every day, every hour, every minute. They are gambling. Many of gamblers from Romania, they make money. They win. Even if we're speaking about sport bets, even if we talk about slot machines, even if we spoke about casinos, roulette, for example, or poker, Romanian people are winning money. So our psychology is very, very positive, and we know our rights. You got my point? We are protected by the government. But the first step what we have changed in Romania is that we protest against casinos who doesn't pay. So we fight back. Because we have fight back, government of Romania changed the regulations of casinos. You got my point? That's what you need to do in your community, to change regulations about casinos. But of course, for you who never won in casinos, you don't know what to do, okay? Because even like that, you can't accuse a casino if you don't have proofs. So you need proofs to report the casino. Or you need to win. You got my point? For changing the regulations in your community, in your country, you need to win. So because there are not so many winners, it's obvious that you don't have proofs that casino scam you, or casino is limiting you to not giving you the money. And you have seen in the messages, maybe you're gonna see how it works. This is a proof which can suspend the license of that casino. I was showing you in this video the message. So once you get a message that you succeed or exceed the limit of cashing out from a casino, so they limit one of my students to not cash out more than 10,000 pounds per month, this is something illegal. So the casino doesn't respect the terms of conditions of the government, because any lawyer, any judge, if it were gonna see an email like this, they were gonna say, okay, so you have a limit of 10,000 pounds per month. But if a guy is losing 100,000 pounds in one day, do you take 100,000 euro? When a judge will gonna see this email, like how I showing you here, they know that this casino is scamming people. So the casino will encounter problems, because fault of this email, fault of this message, they will lose the license which they get from the government. Okay? So now you need to understand and open your eyes. When you see these kind of messages, you have exceeded the limit of cashing out per month. this is something illegal. No casino must have a limit on how much money you can cash out. No casino. Because if they have a limitation on how much money you can cash out per month, they need to giving you a limitation on how much money you can add in per month. You got my point. And there is no casino who giving you limitation how much money to add in a casino. Any casino wants you that you lose as much as possible. You got my point. As much as possible. That's the problem. So that's the problem which we need to fight back.